need a bad boy. Bad boy, bad boy. Who's a bad boy? Who's moving backward? Like, come on, you're a bad boy. Come on. Look at that. That little door. You all see behind the column there. And same as opposite tower as well. Because every tower has some sort of spiral staircase in the top. Okay? Have you noticed on the way in some recesses?
Yep.
Those recesses on the walls. Those were made to receive some oriflammes. Oriflammes like big flags. Huge wooden stand and to have a flag on the top. And that flag had to be fixed inside every recess, being attached by big ropes which went through the windows on top.
Very clear.
Okay?
Yeah, this is the
second reason to have staircases, when to go on the top, at the time they had to watch the stars because they had a group of priests who had a job of astronomy. The other Egyptians could tell about flood from stars, not clouds. No, they could tell about the flood time and the stars. This evening, if you join me to Come Umbo, I will cover all about the astronomy and that important topic, the calendar. How do you tell? By the way, we're quite lucky because this time of the year, if you wish to come over to the site, it's really impossible because the temple is packed. Hundreds of people are inside here, and if you wish to go through, really it's very impossible. I could hardly get my guests a bit here, then I tell them you're going to need free time to see all that because I couldn't go with them as one group. Anyway, here we are in the first court of columns. We call this Hebrew style. Hebrew style. Court. It's a court with columns, and if you look up at the capitals, they're really fascinating. Some of them have been shaped as if lotus and papyrus. Do you see the two flags on the top? The one with 3 ends. The one with 3 ends like this. 1, 2, 3. That is lotus. You all see what I mean? Yes or no? Yes? Okay. So that is lotus. Lotus flower, it was a flower of the south. It was a holy flower of the south. And when you see a large plant that's painted in blue, that is to be a papyrus plant. When you see papyrus or lotus, these are symbols of Egypt, north and south. Okay? Well, you might see some columns with palm trees. Do you see all 1, 2, 3 columns there? Palm trees. Okay? You might see some columns, we call it composite designs. Composite designs. What would I say that? He was a mixture of capital between lotus, papyrus, palm tree. The face first. So, as if they start from left to right. So you read all on the walls. Again, it's figures. If they're facing left, you go from left. If they're facing right, you go from right. Alright? One main thing which is very complicated. You know what? The beginning and the end of the word. If I give you now a text in English, in all language, in English, 1 page, okay, but no space between words, and I ask you to read for me, I'm sure it's going to take you ages, because there's no space between words. Egyptian language, sort of plenty of food, fish, wine, beer, maybe some gold, even money. Do you know at the time we had money? We had money. So any kind of donations or offerings or libation that was offered in here to the god through the priest. Okay? Well, and that's why this court has one main door in there, was huge. Door of wood. Big door of wood, 2 sides. Okay, and you can tell even when you go to the castle, you see the bottom of the door and the objects. Okay, 4th century AD. That was in Poland. All of those ancient temples like this is to be the Holy of Holies. Nobody at all was allowed to be inside but two people. Only two were allowed to come in. King himself and high priest. Only high priest. Every temple had throughout Greece, maybe 50, maybe 100, maybe more or less. No one at all was allowed to be in but the high priest. And if ever the king came from the capital. The priest had to do all cults inside here 3 times a day. Morning, noon, and evening. He came all the way from outside there because that priest did not live inside. He had some sort of like house next door in my bricks. And every morning he had to make all the way from outside to inside. Once that priest wasn't here, he had to knock on the door. Knock on the door. It was a door of wood right here. Open that door. Then he's got to leave his sandals, slippers behind. Had to leave that got some sort of food, tray of food, had to be on the altar. If you try to, between the bar and the kiosk in a minute, you'll see some sort of like block, as if as a table, a tray, or altar. That's where the priest had to leave some meal, and that was happening 3 times a day. Who's going to eat that food? The food is to get blessed in that Holy of Holies. Then the high priest is to eat it. Because you got to know that the high priest not to eat but holy food. The holy food, all which has been get blessed inside the sanctuary to eat it later. We've lost the statue in gold of the god Horus. We've lost it. Alright? And that just the nose in granite, which is very shiny right there. That is the oldest block in the whole building, believe it or not. Yes, I'm telling you, it's a Greek time temple. The only piece of rock which is not Greek time is what you see there. That grey granite one there. It is having cartouche of the last king of Egypt. That means in the Greek time they built all this on the top of that small kiosk right there. That divine bark behind me, it's a replica, it's a copy. Because the original one has been taken to Paris. And what you see in the front here is a copy of replica being made in 1860, 140 years ago, by August Mariette. The man who found it, it was at least half what you see around here. It's been covered by sand, and that is the reason why. When a rig can't push for you, all of the bottom you see the rig down because all was covered under the sand level. All the water from outside to inside. Floor goes up a bit higher. That's why you have to step up on the way to here. Okay, and the ceiling goes down, and the walls are very narrow.